Hi, welcome to another video. Now before we get things going, if you have not already subscribed, please do share with a friend. Alright, hit the notification bell so you get the videos as soon as they come out, and add it to your learning arsenal. Alright, so in this video we're looking at elevation drawing, and we're going to be taking on all four elevations for this floor plan here. So I'm going to be giving you the tricks with the knowledge for doing the elevations as well as doing the roof elevation as well. All right, so let's go. Now the first thing that I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be copying my floor plan here. So I'm going to be copying my floor plan. Let me first turn off my dimension layer. Alright, so I just have this here. Hopefully it does not mess up anything. And I'm going to be copying my floor plan here. So let's copy my floor plan. I'm going to be putting it off to the side or down here. Alright, I can go back and turn on that dimension layer now. And hopefully all is well, nothing got messed up. Okay. Alright, everything is good. Alright, so we have our plan here. I'm going to then take my roof plan here. I'm going to turn on my roof plan. Let me select it first. Turn on my roof wall. And the reason why I'm turning it on is because I want a little reference point to snap to. Alright, so I'm going to type CP, enter, and I'm going to grab it in this corner here. And I'm going to put it over my floor plan like this. Alright, nice. Next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be making 4 copies of my floor plan here. So CP and my 4 copies. Let me turn on ortho here. So 1 copy, 2 copy, and 3. So now I have 4 copies. Alright, so this one will remain. This one will be my front elevation. I'll be creating my front elevation from this one. I'll be creating my right elevation from this one. So I'm going to be rotating this one like this so that the bottom, or this side where the bathroom is face down. I'm going to be doing my left elevation from this one here. So I'll be rotating it so my kitchen that is facing down. And for this one here, I'm going to be doing my rear elevation. So I'll be rotating this one so that my bedrooms to the back are facing down. Alright, now step 1. I'm going to be, and again, the drawing file is going to be linked in the description below. The other videos leading up to this point will be linked in the description below. The drawing template will also be in the description down below. So leave a like before you go. You can also capture those files as well for your references as well. Alright, so let's take on this SBA. Step 1, I am going to be drawing an horizontal line somewhere along here like this. I'll probably have to move it up a bit. I probably need to put it on another layer. So let's go on my A-wall concrete layer. Let me move it up as well. I'm going to move it up a bit, like about there. Alright, I'm going to offset this line up by about 9 feet. I don't know, 9 feet. So whatever 9 is times 300, 2,700. So I'm going to offset that line up by 2,700. 2,700. Alright, that's not bad. So let's offset it up. That's 2,700. Okay. Alright, let me move it up a bit more. Alright, now once I've offset it up 2,700, I'm going to offset it up again by another 150. All right. So in this space is where my building is going to be. This is my fascia board, believe it or not. So let me put this on my roof layer. A roof. All right. So now is the next step. What we're going to be doing is that we're going to be projecting lines down, and we're going to be taking it on one piece at a time. We're going to start with the walls of the building. So what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be projecting lines down from everywhere there is a corner of the wall on our building. So for example, here we're able to see a corner here, so we're going to project a line down to touch this line here that represents the ground. All right, I'm then going to take this line here because I don't want to continuously be drawing, and I'm going to copy this line to everywhere there is a corner or an edge on our building. So for example, here I see one, here I see one as well. I also see a corner right here. I see one right here. Those are the corner of my building. That's pretty much this building completed. Now let's move on to the other views as well, such as we're seeing this corner here. All right, this corner here. I'm seeing a corner of the building here, so I'm just placing copies of those vertical lines at those corners. Everywhere I see one. Okay, great. Over to the next. This corner. This is a corner. Here is another one. Here is another corner. All right, so just the corners are the edges of the building. Here is another corner right there. There is one here, and you might be wondering why I didn't do this one. No, because we would not see it. It is being blocked. As you can see, if we're down here looking up, we wouldn't see this in the background here, because all of this here will be blocking it. Hence the reason. All right, here we go. So there is one corner there. All right, let's go. Let's clean up our drawing a bit. So if the lines did not touch the bottom line there, we're going to be extending them to touch it. All right, let me just do a master select here to send those lines down. All right, anything beyond this line going down, I'm going to trim it away. All right, and anything above this line here, that's the bottom of the fascia line, I'm going to trim it away. All right, just like that. And those lines that you're seeing here are actually representing the edges of the building. The next thing that I'm going to be projecting lines from, I'm going to be projecting lines from the opening. So everywhere that I see a window or a door, I'm going to be projecting a line down from that. So for example, here, there is a window here, so I project a line down. And something that I'm going to be doing here as well is that I'm going to be changing the color of this line here so that things are not complicated. So everywhere there is a window, I'm going to be placing a copy of the line. So everywhere there is an edge of the window, similar to when we were dimensioning it. So there is a window here, one there. All right, we're not seeing any more windows. When we look at it, there is one here. There is one here. There is one here. And there is an edge for a window there. Moving along, we have these here. There as well. There as well. Moving along. There as well. And there. Alright, continuing our way around. So we have one here. Here. Alright, here. Here. Where else? Here as well. Lots of windows on this building. Alright. So all the views will have a window. So we have window here, So we do those two lines to represent the corners. We have here, here. All right. Oh, here's one as well. Here and here. All right. Now, once I've done so, I'm going to be completing the windows. So what I'll be doing is that I'm going to be offsetting this baseline here up by a certain amount. I'm going to be offsetting it up by 7 feet, which is 7 times 300 is basically 2,100. So this bottom line here, I'm going to offset it up by 2,100. All right, so I'm offsetting this line up. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be changing the properties of it to the windows property. All right, now I'm going to be cleaning up my drawing going across now. So what I'll be doing, let me zoom in to this. So once I see these lines here, I know these are windows. So let me fillet this to this. All right, and every line above this line, I'm going to be trimming it away. All right, every line above this line that is related to the window, I'm going to be trimming it away. So TR, enter, and I'll be trimming away all of it. All right, you could keep them and then make things less complicated for you, but I'm trimming them away. All right, because I can easily just look at my drawing to see what they're where they're actually coming from. All right, so what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to be selecting all the lines. I probably should have done this before. The lines that represent windows, all the lines that represent windows, or even better, I'll just activate my trim command and press enter, and I'm going to be trimming away here and just working my way across, trimming away the lines that are not touching two windows, two window line. So for example, this one here is not touching a window line, which is these vertical lines. I trim that away. This is only touching one, so I trim that away. We can't have it like that, so we trim that away. Here, trim that away, trim that away. Can't be touching two, they should be separate. Trim that away, trim that away. Here as well. All right, we're over to this side here. All right, yes, yes, as long as it's not touching two, we're going to get rid of it. All right, as you can see, no windows inside of this gap here, so we're getting rid of it. All right, and this extra piece here, we can easily delete that. Now we can fillet these here. So for example, this one here, not sure what size window this is, but once we get one of the windows out of the way, the rest of them is going to be easy, believe it or not. So I believe this is I'm not sure, maybe it's a 4 feet window. If it's a 4 feet window or 5 feet window, it's a 4 feet window. All right, so this is going to be a 4 by 4 window. So what I'm going to be doing, this top line here, I'm going to be offsetting it down by 1200, and I'm going to be focusing on this window for a little while. I'm going to fillet the edges, or you could trim, it doesn't really matter. Every time I say I'm going to adjust my pick box here, I don't. All right, now once I have that, I'm going to select everything and join it. Then I'm going to offset it inwards by 25. All right, then after, I'm going to draw a line down the middle. Then I'm going to offset it by 25 on either side. All right, I could also offset the outer lines as well, so I could do another offset 25, which would be basically here. All right, and then I'll trim away the excess. What are the excess that I'm trimming? I'm trimming away possibly, let me activate the trim command. I'm trimming away this, 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 and this. Also this, well, pretty much all of this, 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 and this, just to separate them. All right, so this is my 4x4 window. All right, now something that should be added to this is arrows showing you the direction that the windows slide, because these are sliding windows. So what am I going to do? I'm going to grab onto these here and I'm going to copy them. I'm going to utilize these arrows here. Thank God I drew them before. All right, so here we go. Well, they're a bit large. Let me scale them down a bit, but probably half the current size. 0.5. all right, cool. Put it here like that. Delete that. Oops, delete that, and let's mirror to the other side. Let me turn this on. All right, cool. No. All right, cool. And let's now put everything on the windows layer. All right, so our 4 feet window in place. I'm going to be grouping these. All right, so cool. So everywhere there's a 4 feet window, I'm going to be dropping this window here. So I'm going to be copying it. So I'm copying it. So I'm just going to be hovering it over each spot. If there is space, it means that there should be a 5 feet window. So I'm going to leave that and move on to the next. No, that's a 5 feet window. So I move on to the next. No, 5 feet window. So I move on to the next. Yes, this is one of them. Let's move on to here. Let's see if it's a 4 feet window. Yes, it is. So I click. Let's move on to the next. That's a big window. 5 feet window, 2 feet window, 2 feet window. Not fitting. Yeah, here we have another 4 feet window, another 4 feet window. Continuing across, that's a 5 feet window, that's a 5 feet window. So that is it for the window. So everywhere there's a window, if I have 2 vertical lines there, I can now remove those lines. No further use for those because I have windows there as already. And this is the beauty of AutoCAD. All right, so here we go. So we can now tackle our 5 feet window. All right, so our 5 feet window is also 5 by 4. So I'm still going to offset down by 1200. So I'm offsetting this line down 1200. And then now I fillet the corners, or you could trim. The option is up to you. Whichever method you choose to clean up your drawing. Alright, and then I join, offset 25, and then another 25. Then I draw my line in the middle. Then I offset on either side 25. Or you could offset by 50. The option is up to you. Because windows come in different sizes, made of different material thickness, all that fancy stuff. Alright. Oh, and our arrows. And I had deleted those. So let me ungroup this. And then accept. And then I'll copy these and place them where I want them to be. Alright, right there, and put them over. Alright, wonderful. Then I trim what needs to be trimmed, such as probably here and here and here and here. Let's do some extending. That goes there, and that goes there. And let's now make everything on the windows layer. Oh, it's 20 minutes already. Okay. All right, so cool. So we have those in place. So now we can now group these and then place them wherever those 5 feet windows are. So let's grab onto this, CP, enter, and grab onto this here, and let's place it so we're hovering. So long as they match up, we're going to be placing a 5 feet window there. Yes, one there, one there, yes, one there, one. All right, so we're good with 5 feet windows, and again the same treatment. As long as there is a window there, I have no further use of those verticals. Alrighty then, so let's move on now to the 2 feet window. After we've done the 2 feet window, we'll call it for this video, and then we'll pick things up in the next video. So it's the same treatment here. However, this 2 feet window here, we're going to be offsetting it down by 2 feet, which is the 600. Again, let's activate the trim command and get rid of this. Let's join and group. Join, and let's offset 25. Let's do another offset. Let's draw the line down the middle. Let's offset it by the 25 on either side. Let's add the arrows. Where did we have the arrows? I think it was on the small window. Yeah. CP. Let's take it, grab it, and place it over there. Alright, so these are a bit too large, so I'll scale them down even further. Scale by another 0.5. 0.5. Alright, better. And let's move them to where I need them to be. Alright. Oh, let me do some extending as well. Extend that out, extend that down, and let's activate our trim command and get rid of here, here, getting rid of here and here. All right, and let's match the properties to make everything on the window layer. All right, and then we can group. All right, then I'll simply copy this and place it where it needs to be. All right, so once I have that in place, no further use for these vertical guidelines, and that is our windows added to our elevation drawing. Now we'll pick things up in the next video. All right, so again, the file will be in the description below. All the videos leading up to this one will be in the description as well, and see you in the next one. Please drop a like before you move on.